Hello and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin chart has failed so far to generate any meaningful upside reversal from the last swing low here, which formed today. As I explained in the last video update, both scenarios that we're tracking here, the directly bullish ones, are both still valid and plausible. And that covers either the blue scenario, in which this here was a 5-wave move up from the Friday low, where the price bottomed at around $107,330, to the swing high, which formed here on Sunday at around 109,700. So this would be the blue count, 5 waves up. That scenario is one of our scenarios, the directly bullish one. And as long as we're now holding relevant micro support, this scenario is and remains plausible. But as I said to you already earlier today, should we break below the intraday low, then it's likely we're going to test here the support area between 106,476 and 106,294. So it's this intraday low that formed around 107,550 that helps us distinguish between the blue scenario, where that low should really hold, and the white scenario, where we might see one more low. I've added even a layer of nanostructures, microstructures now, hold on, here in this C wave to the downside, because in the white scenario, we're also looking at a rally to the upside that could start, but in a slightly different subwave structure. Whereas in the blue scenario, it's entirely possible that this was a wave 1, a wave 2, another 1-2 set up, and so on. In the white count, this was an A wave down, B wave up, C wave down. And in this scenario, while this is also directly bullish, but in this scenario, the support area will likely be tested once more. But we need to avoid a decisive break below the 78.6 retracement there, so below $106,290. Because if we get a break below that level, it also becomes very likely we're going to break below the July low, which is here, where basically the next 5-wave move up started, where that red line is located. And we would then need to look at a much larger correction that could unfold in yellow wave 2. But this would be the scenario that will only become the focus should we break below this micro support. Now, I just shared already in our members area that it's possible that in our white scenario here, the price has started the next dip. Now, I cannot clearly identify 5 waves up from the intraday low, and therefore I'm not convinced that this blue scenario is playing out or has played out. Rather, one more low appears likely in the white scenario, in which, just to explain again, this initial decline from the 3rd of July high was an A wave. The rally was a complex WXY structure in wave B. We could now be moving down in wave C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we need that one more low? No. Is it likely at the moment? Yes. Specifically as long as we stay below the last swing high, which now is the internal wave 4 high. So as long as we stay below 108,550, the pressure seems downward. Now, any break above this level depends a little bit on the structure, but could indicate that we're in the next rally to the upside. That would need to be seen. A bit too early to confirm that. For now, I slightly prefer the white scenario, because in the blue count, we have briefly broken below those previous swing lows here. And also there was a micro support area which got broken as well. I've removed it now, just because it's not needed. The focus is on the lower support area anyway. Doesn't mean that's a target, but we already maxed out the upper support area for the blue scenario. So this is basically the last chance for the bulls in the blue scenario to turn this around to the upside. But that would only be to keep the blue count alive. The white count isn't much different, but it allows for one more low. That's the update on Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.